Hello, welcome to the third episode of Scratch tutorial. In this tutorial we are gonna talk about operators, conditions and message broadcasting in Scratch. At the end we are gonna animate a bouncing ball using what we have learned so far. If you need to start from the beginning, go to video description and start from the first episode. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and share if you want to receive next videos. Let's talk about condition block, which is in controls. To talk about condition or if condition, we need an action to perform and operators to create a condition. First, let's go to the operator section. Operator section helps you to perform different types of operations like math operations, comparisons, etc. Math operators are operators, basically add, minus, multiplication kind of operations. These are comparison operators which help you to compare whether something is equal or greater than something. We are gonna use them a lot in our tutorial. Here you have Boolean operators which evaluate something to be true or false. How about the expression Sunday equals Monday? It is false, right? And you have function operators also. That means when you pass a value to a function, it changes the value as function designed. As an example, if you use abs, it changes the value to absolute value. If you use sqrt, it changes to square root of the given value. Okay, that is about operators. So I am gonna use comparison operator with the if condition block. Then let's talk about how if condition works. It is as it says, if condition is true, do something. Simple. In if condition block, it has two branches. If the condition is true, it executes the first branch. But if the condition is false, it executes the other branch. Now, let's attach the comparison operator with the if condition block by simply dragging this onto the if condition block. My plan is to animate, the cat moves forward and send him back when he found a defined boundary. Before that, I will bring the same XY backdrop we used for learning coordinates. Now let's move the cat to the end and check the x value at that point which we are going to define as the boundary. Okay, x value is 174. So I am going to use that value for the comparison operator. Then I move him to a back position and mark the x value. So I need cat to move again and again to the boundary and send him back when he is at the boundary. So go to motion section and select X position. And if you remember, we talked about in a previous tutorial how we can display the X position in the view area. Click on the check box. Then I move the X position block on to comparison operator to complete the condition. Great, now our condition is, if X position is greater than 174. To move the cat forward, use the move steps block and wrap it with forever controller to do it continuously. Then click on it and see. Great, then we will drag the if condition block after move steps block and let's use another move steps block to send him back with a value minus 100. That should be inside the if block and then it will be executed if X position is greater than the boundary that we defined. It is too fast, right? Instead of move steps block, we can use set X to block the same way. And I will set the value to -190. Click and enjoy. The cat is repeating his move again and again. Now let's try another fun thing from what we have learned. So how about animating a bouncing ball? Fun, right? Okay, for that we are going to find a new sprite, which is a tennis ball. Click on sprites icon and click on sports section and you can find a tennis ball. Now you can delete your favorite character, Mr. Cat. It is time to position the ball where we plan to bounce it. What I am planning to do is move the ball vertically up and down. Since it is vertical, X value is never gonna change. And always the tennis ball should come back to the floor and we can capture that value, positioning the ball to where we need bounce it. For that we can drag, set Y to block, and set it to -170 in my case. To make it interesting, I can move the ball to random Y values. Let's use glide to block and motion section to move the ball up and down. Easy way, move the ball wherever you like to move and then drag the glide block, then it may have the X and Y values that we need. Drag another glide block and set the same X value and the Y value that we use for the floor. Now click and see, ball is bouncing nicely but to the same position. Now we can use the operator block named pick a random and move it onto glide block. We can set it to pick a random value in between two numbers you like. Let's set -50 and 100. Now click and see the tennis ball is bouncing to random positions. Great. Wrap it with a forever block to run the bouncing ball with no stop, but to a random position each time. Another important feature in Scratch is broadcasting a message which helps sprites to talk each other and pass the state. Without making this video too long, let's talk about broadcasting message in next video. Please click on the subscribe button below if you still didn't subscribe to receive future videos. Comment below and give your suggestions to make this improve and go to the video description and follow the link if you need to watch previous videos. So, see you in next video. Thank you for watching.